What's up, ladies? My name is Sandra, and in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to go from this to this, particularly if you want to lose stubborn belly fat that you've been struggling with for a long time. I'll go over common reasons why your body might be holding on to belly fat and what you can do to actually finally lose it and keep it off for good. Before we dive in, make sure to like this video and subscribe down below. There is so much confusing information out there, especially when it comes to belly fat. Is it hormones? Is it cortisol specifically? Is it stress? Is it your metabolism? Is it just genetics? Do ab exercises make it better? Should you be doing more cardio? Should you be dropping down your calories? It is obviously going to depend on your specific situation, but there are general signs and common reasons why your body is holding onto stubborn fat, particularly in your midsection. Reason number one, there is more and more evidence coming out that suggests that women, especially in our 30s or 40s, when we're stressed out and our cortisol is dysregulated, that we tend to hold more body fat in our midsection specifically. Now, if you're not sure about what cortisol is and if that applies to you, if that's something that you should be paying attention to, make sure to watch our free Hack Your Cortisol Masterclass, because we go over common signs and symptoms of dysregulated cortisol and some of the best things that you can do about it. So high cortisol may be one of the reasons that your body is holding on to belly fat particularly, but also if you feel like you're just having a hard time losing weight in general and it's not really coming off, then your metabolism may need some help. So with low-calorie diets, all of the typical keto, all of that stuff that you're hearing about a lot, what those do is really down-regulate our metabolism. They make us cut out certain food groups that our body actually needs, so then we are deficient of the nutrients that our body really needs to have energy and survive. So therefore your cravings go up and your stress levels go up and you have a harder time recovering and you don't sleep well and you feel sluggish and like you have no energy all the time. So if you have dieted for a while, on and off for at least a few months, probably years at this point, then it might be a good idea to give your metabolism a break so that you can actually lose the stubborn weight in a healthy way and keep it off too. It could also just be a genetic thing where you hold more body fat in your midsection just because that's the way you're built, and it may come off just with more time. However, if you feel like you've been spinning your wheels and nothing really works, here are 3 things that you can do and should be doing so that you can actually lose the stubborn weight in a healthy way and keep it off. So number 1, track your food. And when I say track your food, I mean accurately. I know, annoying. You're busy, and if you haven't been actively tracking your food consistently for weeks at least, if not months, then chances are there's something going on there that you're just not really fully aware of. Imagine trying to shoot an arrow in the dark, blindfolded, after spinning in circles for like a minute. You're not gonna hit the target, right? It's the same thing when it comes to trying to lose weight without actually tracking your food. You just don't know what's going on. We as humans are bad, really bad, all of us, at estimating our calorie intake, how much we're actually eating. We overestimate healthy things like protein that we actually need. We always think we're getting more protein than we actually are. And we tend to underestimate the other stuff, like the high calorie, specifically snacks like nuts, great, good for you, super healthy, but it's so easy to eat like a handful or 2 of nuts and think like, oh, I haven't really had anything today. Whereas that could be hundreds of calories where you're only getting some fats but not enough protein, and so on and so forth. So tracking is eye-opening. It was one of the things that got me started on a healthy journey, as opposed to always feeling like my metabolism was broken and nothing was working for me. So if you haven't been tracking accurately, start right now. And if you do it right, tracking really doesn't have to take a lot of time at all. If anything, it just helps you save time when you do it right. If you have questions about that, put it in the comments or message me, because tracking is a game changer. Now, if you have been tracking and you are definitely weighing everything in grams and not having any licks or bites here and there that go unaccounted for, if you have been really, really accurate and diligent with your tracking and nothing's moving still, chances are you may want to give your metabolism a break, especially if you've been on low calories for a while. So our body adjusts while starvation mode is not actually real. I promise you it's not. There is something called metabolic adaptation. So if you have been tracking very accurately and dropping your calories lower and lower, and you just feel like you're not getting the benefits anymore, then you're gonna want to give your body a break. So raise your calories, raise your intake for however long you need, maybe 2 weeks, to give your body time to recover. This does not mean go off the rails. It does not mean binge. You're still tracking. You're still taking in the amount of calories, carbs, protein, and fats that you actually need, but you are giving your body more food. I promise you, this is going to work wonders for your actual results, including your metabolism. And then number 3, and honestly, this is the most important thing to do, I cannot stress this enough, is stop aiming for perfection, meaning extreme workouts, more cardio, more HIIT, working out 5 times a week, going faster, going harder, dropping your calories down further, being more extreme, eating more clean all the time. Stop doing that because it is ruining your progress and probably keeping you from even starting. So if you haven't started yet, check what your expectation is of what weight loss and a healthy lifestyle should look like, because you're probably aiming for something that is not realistic and not going to help you. And if you started but you keep falling off the wagon, ask yourself the same question. What image do I have of what I'm supposed to do to be healthy and strong and energized? And does that actually help me? We have a whole masterclass on the right mindset to actually get consistent and motivated. If that's something you've been struggling with, then you have to make sure that the way you lose weight is actually something that you could see yourself doing forever. Doesn't mean it's always going to be super easy. There's always going to be challenging moments, but generally the way you lose weight, build strength, build muscle, and particularly lose belly fat has to be a way that fits your life, your schedule, that includes the foods you actually love in the right amounts, and that makes you feel energized and empowered rather than restricted and miserable. So double check your approach. If it doesn't feel like you could continue doing it forever, it's not going to work. And here's the thing, figuring out what to do, like how to actually do things the right way, what exercises to do, what to eat more of or less of, what the amounts are, and how to actually make that fit your goals and your life, that's a lot to figure out. It would have taken me years if I didn't have help in the beginning and then got all of my certifications. It would have taken me forever to figure out, and I don't know if I even would have. So if you want help with that, click the link below, book a call with me right now so that I can help you figure out how to actually lose the stubborn belly fat in a way that makes you feel good even during your weight loss journey and allows you to actually keep off the weight forever. Because if I can, if they can, you can too. It's just about figuring out the right healthy path for you specifically.